Hi kids, today we want to talk about grammar. I really like to write, so I need to have good grammar. Let's begin. Okay kids, let's do advanced grammar. Okay kids, let's study the present participle phrase. To understand the present participle phrase, we must first understand what is the present participle. The present participle is verb plus ing. There are many uses for the present participle. Number one, the present participle comes after verbs of perception. What does that mean? Perception. Well, seeing with your eyes, feeling with your skin, feeling with your heart, smelling with your nose, hearing with your ears, tasting with your tongue. These are all verbs of perception. The pattern for this usage is verb plus object plus present participle. All right, let's look at an example. I heard someone singing. Look at that. I heard. There's the verb of perception. You hear with your ears. I heard someone singing. Look at there. Verb ing. This singing is describing this person, someone. Number two, example. He saw Tom walking along the road. Here is the verb of perception. Saw, see, seeing with your eyes. And here's the verb with ing. So walking, who is walking? Tom. So walking along the road describes Tom. The next one, example. I can smell something burning. Smell, you smell with your nose. This is a verb of perception. Burning, verb ing. What is burning? Well, something is burning. All right, notice that the present participle phrase stands behind a noun. Someone, that's a noun. Tom is a noun. Something, that's a noun. Okay, remember that. Verbs of perception. All right, let's look at this one. Present participle phrase and the present participle, verb plus ing. The present participle is used for two actions at the same time. Two things are happening at the same time. When one action follows quickly after another, express the first action with the present participle. So we are talking about something happening at the same time. Another one is when two things happen. Well, which happens first? We can use the present participle to describe what is happening first. All right, look at here. Example, whistling to himself, he walked down the road. Whistling and walking at the same time. Whistling, verb ing, whistling to himself. Who is whistling to himself? Well, he is. That is describing he. Let's look at this example. Example, putting on his coat, Jake left the house. Well, he put on his coat first. See, it's the first action. Putting on a coat and then quickly leaving the house. All right, so putting on his coat, who is that? That's Jake. So again, two things happening at the same time. Whistling to himself, walking down the road, the same time. Putting on his coat first, and then quickly leaving the house. All right? Again, this is a present participle phrase, verb ing. Notice the present participle phrase is now in front of the subject. Okay, now look at the third way we can use present participle phrase. Remember, present participle is verb plus ing. The present participle is used to explain a reason. Why? A reason. The participle phrase explains the cause or the reason. Why did this happen? Why? Okay, this is very important. Americans love to use the present participle phrase to explain why. What is the cause? Well, let's look at the example. Feeling hungry, he went into the kitchen. See, he went into the kitchen. Why? Why did he go in the kitchen? Well, he's feeling hungry. Who is feeling hungry? Well, he is feeling hungry. You see that? This is the reason. He went into the kitchen. He opened the fridge. Why? He was feeling hungry. Verb ing. The next one, being poor. He didn't spend much on clothes. Look at that. He didn't spend much money on clothes. He has no money to buy clothes. Why? He's poor. Being poor. Be plus ing. Being poor. Well, who is? Well, he is. All right. Again, this is a very, very popular way to use the present participle phrase. You're telling the cause, the reason, why. Why is this happening? And again, look. The present participle phrase is standing in front of the subject. In front of the subject. Notice the comma. Okay. So how do we do this? Let's say I give you two sentences. John rode his bike super fast. John tried to win the bike race. Okay. I tell you, combine these two sentences using a present participle phrase. Well, first notice that we have a common subject. The common subject is John and John. Now let's think about this. We have John rode his bike super fast. You might ask, why? Why did John ride his bike super fast? Well, John tried to win the bike race. So this tells us why. This sentence tells us why. Why is he riding super fast? So I'm going to take this sentence and change it into the present participle phrase. Okay, well, what do? Well, the first thing, I get rid of that subject. I don't need it because I'm going to use this sentence to describe John, the reason why. Okay, so look at here. Here's the verb, tried. The first thing I need to do is always put that in the tense, the infinitive, to try. Okay, tried is to try. Now I can take this try and add an ing. So trying. Remember the rule. Y in front of the consonant, we don't care. Just add ing. Trying. Okay? There it is. Trying. Now I can write the sentence. Trying to win the bike race, comma, John rode his bike super fast. There. I have successfully combined both these sentences using a present participle phrase. Trying to win the bike race, John rode his bike super fast. And is this correct grammatically? Yes. I have verb ing. I have a comma. My present participle phrase is standing before the subject. More importantly, did I use this correctly? Yes, because trying to win the bike race tells me the reason. Why is John riding super fast? So this is correct grammatically and usage. I'm using the present participle verb ing phrase correctly. So again, John rode his bike super fast. John tried to win the bike race. Combine. Trying to win the bike race, John rode his bike super fast. All right, very good. Okay, So we are doing chapter 8, present participle phrase. Remember, a present participle phrase is acting as an adjective describing a noun. Remember, the present participle is verb ing. All right, let's look. Shivering, the couple ran out of the rain and into the house. Okay, well here we have shivering, verb plus ing, and that is describing the couple. The couple is shivering. Number 2, the sobbing child held his injured knee. Here's the verb ing, and that is sobbing. It's describing the child. Number 3, sweeping across the night sky. The bats hunted their prey. Well, here we have verb ing, sweeping across the night sky. Who is doing that? Well, the bats are. So it's describing the bats. Number 4, quickly checking over my essay. I handed in my test just in time. Well, who is quickly checking over his essay? Well, I am. See, I am. And there's verb ing. Searching her backpack, Annie looked for her sunglasses. Okay, well here's verb ing, searching her backpack. That tells us who is doing this? Annie. Annie's doing that. All right, these are all examples of the present participle phrase. Shivering, who is shivering? The couple. Sobbing, who is sobbing? The child. Sweeping across the night sky, what is doing that? The bats. Quickly checking over my essay. Who is quickly checking over the essay? I am. Searching her backpack. Who is searching her backpack? Annie. Okay, remember, present participle phrase, comma, subject, ... Or we have a noun, comma, present participle phrase, comma, ... Okay? Very easy. Okay, let's begin. Exercise 1. Make a sentence with a present participle phrase. All right, so first things first. Let's take out our pink and color the subjects. Look at here. Carla, color pink. Number 2, she. Carla, number 3. 4, Carla. 5, both girls. 6, two other girls, the 2 other girls. Color those pink. Next, take out your orange. All right, do you see one of these sentences is italicized? This is the sentence we are going to change into a present participle phrase. So we need to identify the verb. Take your orange, let's color the verb. Is, number 1. 2, glanced. 3, breathed. 4, smiled. 5, ran. 6, were waiting. Okay, now what do we do? Look at here. Carla is a good kicker. Carla tried out for the football team. Okay, I'm going to change this sentence into a present participle phrase. All right, first things first. This Carla is out. This one out. I don't want it. Then we have is. Well, first things first, change that to the infinitive, to be. After that, let's change the be to verb ing, being. All right, now our new sentence is, being a good kicker, comma, Carla tried out for the football team. Again, being a good kicker, comma, Carla tried out for the football team. Number 2, she glanced at the competitors. She discovered that 3 of them had on checkered shirts. All right, this sentence, she glanced at the competitors, is going to be changed into a present participle phrase. First things first, get rid of that subject. Glanced, it is to glance. Okay, now to glance. Okay, what am I going to do? Change that to a present participle verb, glance, out, ing. Glancing. Now we have the new sentence. Glancing at the competitors, comma, she discovered that 3 of them had on checkered shirts. Glancing at the competitors, comma, she discovered that 3 of them had on checkered shirts. Number 3, Carla breathed deeply. Carla began to relax by taking calming breaths. Carla breathed deeply. We're going to change that. So, first things first, I don't want this subject. All right, breathe is to breathe. To breathe. Okay? Now, I'm going to change this to present participle verb. So, breathing. B-R-E-A-T-H-I-N-G. Breathing. Breathing deeply, comma, Carla began to relax by taking calming breaths. Again, breathing deeply, comma, Carla began to relax by taking calming breaths. Number 4, Carla smiled at Molly. Carla suggested that they help each other practice for the cycling contest. All right? This subject, Carla, I don't want. Smiled is to smile. All right, change that to a present participle verb. Smiling, E out, I-N-G. Smiling at Molly, comma, Carla suggested they help each other practice for the cycling contest. Smiling at Molly, comma, Carla suggested they help each other practice for the cycling contest. Number 5, both girls ran after the football. Both girls forgot to be nervous in front of the spectators. All right, what do we do first? Both girls out. This is ran. It is to run. Change that to a present participle verb, R-U-N. Consonant, vowel, consonant. We need a double N, I-N-G. All right, that's the present participle verb. Running after the football, comma, both girls forgot to be nervous in front of the spectators. Running after the football, comma, both girls forgot to be nervous in front of the spectators. All right, number 6, they had a contest with 2 other girls. The 2 other girls were waiting in the stands. Okay, this 2 other girls out, I don't want it. This is were waiting, change it to wait, and that changes into waiting, the present participle verb. They had a contest with 2 other girls waiting in the stands. They had a contest with 2 other girls waiting in the stands. Okay, very easy. Okay, let's continue. First, we're going to take our pink pen and color all the subjects in the sentence that we are going to change into a present participle phrase. Remember, those sentences are italicized. So, the hula dancer. Number 7. They. Number 9. The Todds. 10. We. Number 11. The dog. Number 12. Bob. Number 13. Mr. Troy. Number 14. The children. Number 15. The boys. Number 16. The cheerleaders. Number 17. Kate. All right, and now we have here she and those people. The Todds, we, the dog, Bob, Mr. Troy, the children, the boys, the cheerleaders, Kate. All right. Now let's take our orange color and we're going to color the verb in the sentence that we are going to change. Number 7, wore. Number 8, are sitting. Number 9, drove. Number 10, climbed. Number 11, watched. Number 12, stared. Number 13, came. Number 14, were waiting. Number 15, worked. 16, jumped. 17, recorded. Okay. Now, the hula dancer wore a lei around her neck. She moved to the rhythms of the ukulele. All right. Now, the hula dancer is out, but I can't use she. So I'm going to have to use the hula dancer here. Okay? Wore is to wear. And then we use present participle verb, wearing. Listen carefully. Wearing a lei around her neck, comma, the hula dancer moved to the rhythms of the ukulele. Wearing a lei around her neck, comma, the hula dancer moved to the rhythms of the ukulele. Number 8, you should be mindful of those people. They are sitting over there. Okay, well, I don't need this subject. They, out. All right, this is are sitting is to sit. Change that to a present participle verb, S-I-T, consonant, vowel, consonant, double T-I-N-G. You should be mindful of those people sitting over there. You should be mindful of those people sitting over there. Number 9. The Todds drove on the road for 4 days. The Todds were exhausted. Okay, I don't need this subject. All right, it says drove. I know that is to drive. Change that to present participle verb, D-R-I-V-I-N-G, driving. All right. Driving on the road for 4 days, comma, the Todds were exhausted. Driving on the road for 4 days, comma, the Todds were exhausted. Number 10, we climbed slowly. We approached the top of the hill. All right, don't need this subject, we. This is climbed. It is to climb. Change that to a present participle verb, climbing. All right. Climbing slowly, comma, we approached the top of the hill. Climbing slowly, comma, we approached the top of the hill. Number 11. The dog watched me closely. The dog came toward me. All right, don't need this subject, the dog. This is watched, and it's to watch. Change that to a present participle verb, watching. Watching me closely, comma, the dog came toward me. Watching me closely, comma, the dog came toward me. Number 12, Bob stared out the window at the rain. Bob became more and more impatient. Okay, this Bob, the subject, out, don't need it. Stared is to stare. Change that to a present participle verb. S-T-A-R-I-N-G, staring. Staring out the window at the rain, comma, Bob became more and more impatient. Staring out the window at the rain, comma, Bob became more and more impatient. 13. Mr. Troy came out in the cool night air. Mr. Troy looked up at the sky. All right, this Mr. Troy out. He says came, that is to come. Change that to verb ing, coming. Coming out in the cool night air, comma, Mr. Troy looked up at the sky. Coming out in the cool night air, comma, Mr. Troy looked up at the sky. 14. The children were waiting for the play to begin. The children grew bored. We don't need this subject, the children. Were waiting, change to wait. Change to wait to present participle verb, waiting. Waiting for the play to begin, comma, the children grew bored. Waiting for the play to begin, comma, the children grew bored. 15. The boys worked hard all day. The boys finished the job by dinner time. This, the boys out. Don't need that. Subject, we have worked, so we can write to work. Change that to present participle verb, working. Working hard all day, comma, the boys finished the job by dinner time. Working hard all day, comma, the boys finished the job by dinner time. Next one, 16. The cheerleaders jumped up and down. The cheerleaders urged the team on. I don't need this subject, cheerleaders. It says jumped, that is to jump. Change that to a present participle verb, jumping. Jumping up and down, comma, the cheerleaders urged the team on. Jumping up and down, comma, the cheerleaders urged the team on. Number 17, Kate recorded the results of the experiment. Kate closed her notebook. All right, I don't need this Kate. This is recorded, so to record. Change that to present participle verb, recording. And we have recording the results of the experiment, comma, Kate closed her notebook. Recording the results of the experiment, comma, Kate closed her notebook. Okay, kids, thank you for watching this video. Now I need you to do a big favor for me. I want you to like this video, and I want you to leave a comment for me. I want you to write, "Thank you, Mr. Radisha," and then leave your English name. Really appreciate it. Thanks.